let us talk about a phrase that people use all the time, which is quality of life. My question is, if you want to talk about quality of life, first I have to ask myself, what is life? To have quality in something, I should know what it is, right? So if I say quality of my meal, for example, and you ask me what is a meal, well, I can tell you it is some food that I consume. And if you say, okay, so how do you define quality of a meal? I would say, well, the meal goes through different stages. So what I consume, the very first thing is it goes through my mouth and I should enjoy that. First thing, it should not be distasteful. So quality starts with that enjoyment phase. This is the very first thing, right? But that alone doesn't define quality, does it? So I can consume some food which I very tasty, I just thoroughly enjoy that. I eat it and after 10 minutes I feel yucky, I feel bloated and I have indigestion and so on. So your quality of life takes a very big dip very soon because of what you consumed, isn't it? So it's not just about what is tasty, what is enjoyable, but the thing is, what happens after that? So what I get from it after consumption is also good. If that is also good and you feel good, then there's a third component, which is that everything has some unwanted stuff. Everything is unwanted stuff. So if that unwanted stuff doesn't get out of my system, I get constipated, and that is not quality of life either. I would say that life has many different dimensions, isn't it? One is physical. So there are certain needs, there are physical needs, and enough has been said and written about this. I don't need to go into all those things, but food, for example, like food, shelter, other things, you know what they are. So those needs are basic instinctive needs for all of us. And when we get those things, suppose, let me ask you this, right? Suppose somebody gives me two good meals a day, guaranteed two good meals a day, and somebody guarantees me a safe place to sleep. Nothing fancy, but it is safe. I want water and extended to other needs. So suppose that is guaranteed. Would you say that your quality of life is very high? Most people don't. They don't. There's something missing. They say, yeah, but it's okay, I have some basic stuff taken care of it. I have, my life is nothing, there's nothing, right? So how come if your needs are met, and met well by the way, you still don't think that the quality of life is very good? So what is it you want? So what happens for most people is that they go beyond their needs and they think that if they overfeed the same stuff, somehow their quality of life will improve. In reality, it doesn't do that. Like I can sit and eat all day long. Actually, I don't feel good. Beyond a certain limit, actually I feel bad, right? So overfeeding something that is a basic necessity for me never made anybody feel good. So that does not improve the quality of life. For example, I need money to live. So I have to make money. I have to earn money more than making money. So suppose I have all the wealth that I need to live a comfortable life. If I think that the quality of my life is going to improve if I earn 10 times that amount, ask anybody who has made unexpectedly large amounts of money, I would even say that probably their quality of life came down, it didn't go up when they made a lot of money because of other concerns and fear and all these things. So actually their quality of life came down. So what exactly is life? I come back to the same question. Before we talk about quality of life, what is life? Well, my answer, whether you agree with me or not, is that you look at the purpose. If I want to define life, I should say, what is the purpose of my living? What is it doing? Is it merely to enjoy myself? Or is it something beyond that? And what we find is that the quality of life is directly dependent upon not just taking care of the needs, but also to what extent you are satisfying the purpose of your life. That is the quality of life. So life is defined not by what I consume, but what I expend. It's the complete opposite. So even if my consumption is very limited, if I'm expending whatever I have in this duration that I'm alive, my life is all about the impact of my being there on the environment, on this universe. That is life. Otherwise, you're not living at all. There's a difference between existing and living. We can all exist, but to live, there is something, energy has to come out of me and feed people around me. So as long as that thing is coming out of me, whether it is physical, mental, spiritual, whatever, as long as that energy is coming out, you are living. As long as you're just consuming things, you're existing. So it is not, if you make a lot of money, material wealth and all these things, it can improve the quality of your existence, not the quality of your life. Quality of life totally depends upon, totally, completely, 100%, not what I can quote unquote enjoy or consume, but what is it that I have and what is inside me and how am I expending that for creating a positive energy around me. That is life. And do you want to improve that? If you want to feel good, if you want to feel blissful, I would claim that don't focus on the consumables, but focus on the expendables. Because that defines the quality of life. Ask yourself, what is it that I have? I just came from an institution where they're taking care of disabled people. And I saw these people, how much they had struggled over 3 decades to build up this thing. And I saw smiles on their faces. And these were disabled people. But I saw smiles, they were happy. They don't have many consumables, but there are a lot of expendables. And what they're expending is their energy, time, even money, but more than everything else, their love, their unconditional love for others who are not as fortunate as they are. And that alone, I would say, defines the quality of life. And if I want to do that, I have to focus, I have to think and calibrate myself, my lifestyle, everything, my goals, my mental thought process, my ability to melt. A stone, if you just take a stone, it is so hard that no matter what it is exposed to, its shape does not change. So my insides, my mind, my heart cannot become so rigid that it is incapable of changing. So life is actually about the ability to transform, It's the ability to melt. It is the ability to feel. It is the ability to touch someone's heart. As long as I can do that, the quality of life is just fine.